What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? What's happening? First off, go on and let me know if you can hear me on my mic. I see a couple people in here. I definitely appreciate you coming through. This is like my second late night Linux episode where I just randomly do Linux stream at night where I'm just just talking about Linux or setting up something, live, for the chat and everything. Like tonight, I had the idea because I was going through, playing around with setting up a couple of servers, and I was like, I haven't done a video on setting up a VPN. So I said, well, let me go on and walk people through how to actually do that. And actually I'll be learning it myself because I don't know it off the top of my head. So I got some documentation pulled up that allow me to, go through setting this thing up, you know what I'm saying? And and then possibly, set it up where I could use it. And then if anybody in the audience wants to, try it and participate, you know what I'm saying, I could set up you know, a key or whatever, give you the IP address, let you try to connect to it and see if you can connect to it as well. That'd be super cool. And then if you're watching this video on the replay, I most likely took down the server that I'm gonna build today. So that IP address will be no more at that point. Once I shut down the video, I'm gonna delete the server. But let me see who's all in here. Got a couple people in here. What's up, Citizen Lou? Man, good to see you, bro. Ken Pryor, what's up? What's up? Veteran InfoSec, yeah, I remember you from Twitter. What's happening, man? What's happening? Said my sound is good. That's cool. That's cool. And yeah, Citizen Lou. Yeah, I'm gonna do it in another cloud platform. I thought it would be cool to actually go through it or whatever, cause I've set it up in the past like multiple times, but I haven't done it in a while, and so I figured I would, do one live or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just to, play around with it, figure it out and everything. And oh, what's up, Chico? What's happening, man? How you doing? He says, what's up, Josh? Yeah, what's up to you too, man? Hope you guys had a productive week. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You probably learned something, or especially if you work on a tech job. On a tech job, you always learning something. You know what I'm saying? I know I learn something every week I work. You know what I'm saying? And let's see, what can I talk about that I learned today? Because I did learn something today. Um, what was it? And it's something not that I learned it, but I had to reuse it. You know how uh on a Windows server you can connect to a service or like the services or something to a remote computer. That was something that I hadn't done in a while, and I totally forgot about it. And that's something I had to do today or whatever. And I thought that was, super cool. So you learn something every week, you know what I'm saying? And then when I saw it again, because I haven't done any systems administration work, in a while, I typically just manage, SQL, make sure SQL is up and going. I don't play around with the servers that often because it's managed by another team. But occasionally we have to go in and figure things out, and that was something I had to do, and it was dealing with like what you call that stuff, SSL certs. So yeah, that was super cool, super cool. Oh, and shout out to Professor Black Ops, man. And yeah, for all you guys, I'm gonna be interviewing Professor Black Ops in the morning. We're gonna talk about AWS. I'm excited about that, you know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't wanna, build up the virtual machine using Google. So I mean using AWS, I'm sorry. Man, I'm tripping. I'm all over the place. But man, shout out to all you guys in the building. You know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate you guys coming through. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I said, late night Linux. I'm gonna just be going through setting up a VPN server. I'm gonna do it in the cloud. and I do it live for you guys. So let's go down and get started, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited about all you guys being here. I ain't think that many people's gonna show up, as always. I never think anybody's gonna show up for one of these things. You know what I'm saying? Thoughts on Google One offering a VPN? I don't know, man. I mean, it's Google always have great products, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like any of the major VPN providers that are out there. I'm sure Google, will have as long as you're not doing nothing illegal, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But it's all right. And Super Slide, just to explain this to you or whatever, and shout out to you for the super chat. I definitely appreciate it. VPNs are really only beneficial for you to block your traffic from your local your internet service provider, your ISP. That's essentially what you're doing. But once you get to the server, wherever the server is, because it's encrypted between your computer to the VPN server. And so a lot of times when they set up these VPN servers, they allow like hundreds of thousands of people to connect to it. And yeah, they have multiple servers to manage the traffic, but that's the point of it. You know what I'm saying? By you massing your traffic with a whole bunch of other people. But with Google, your traffic is gonna be tied to your Google account most likely. So everything you do through that VPN is gonna be tracked by Google. So you basically blocking your traffic from your ISP, but you're giving all your traffic to Google, which most people do anyway when they use the Google search browser and they have a Chrome browser which tracks everything you do anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you're just giving them more of the same information pretty much. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a good idea. I mean, they trying to hop into the VPN market. They see that they losing, not losing. They that's the way all these companies are. When they see somebody else making money out of something, especially if they're bigger, they know they can get a bigger audience, to basically subscribe to it. So they'll offer it as well. They'll build their own and offer it as well. It's just like how Google hopped into the phone plan process. You know what I'm saying? I mean, phone plan services. Um, they got Google Fi, and I'm actually signed up for Google Fi, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? But basically, what they did was they leased the towers from like Verizon, I believe T-Mobile or whatever. They just allowed them to run the Google Fi traffic through those towers. And so you jump back and forth between, T-Mobile and Verizon services, you know what I'm saying, on the Google Fi network. So that's one cool thing about Google Fi. But that's the thing. Google, if they see that that's popping, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna build their own and try to hop into the market and make money off of it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's dope. But let's hop over and let me see if anybody else saying something in the chat. Nah, we good. Yeah, Citizen Lou, I'm studying AW. Yeah, for sure. Third Ward, what's up, bro? What's up, man? I definitely appreciate you coming through. Hey, that's one thing I was gonna say to you in Instagram. I was be like, man, I don't never see them over here, man. I don't never see them over here, man. Like y'all gotta come show some love over here too, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll be trying to come over there, catch y'all. Come over here and show some love too, bro. But I know, man. It be a lot of people having streams going on. You know what I'm saying? So I know how it go. You know what I'm saying? I be bouncing back and forth between streams too. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you, bro. And let's see. Let's hop into this thing right fast. Let me switch over to the probably bring up my desktop or something. First off, let me show you guys what I use as a cloud provider. So let's hop over here and bring up my browser. There we go. All right, so I use Linode for testing purposes. You can use whatever cloud you want to. They all pretty much work the same as far as what you're trying to do. and what you're trying to set up. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care if you guys see the IP address. Like I said in the beginning, I'm gonna delete this server as soon as it's over. You know what I'm saying? As soon as this live stream is over. So I don't care about you guys seeing the IP addresses and all that stuff. But anyway, I mean, I ain't gonna go through in depth on how to set one of these servers up on the node, but it's essentially the same. You just go through and select everything you want, put in your passwords and all that stuff, and it'll spin up your server. And Linode is actually one of the companies, you know, I actually work with as far as making videos for 'em. I make videos for them. And you guys, if you guys have been around my channel, you probably seen me share videos from Linode with me in them. I actually record videos for them. You know what I'm saying? And they, you know, pay a pretty penny, you know, for it if they you know, for the videos that I put out there, you know what I'm saying, which is dope. Um and so that's why I don't really trip about this about like AdSense and all that stuff. I actually make more money outside of super chats, you know, and all that stuff. Way more money than that. But anyway, let's go and set this thing up or whatever. I'm gonna use a shared CPU, cheapest one. And if you look at it, and I just wanted to show you guys this. If you like the only one using this server, you know, it says an estimate of $5 a month. But I got like 2 other servers on here that's been running for about 2 months or so, and it's not even $5. You know what I'm saying? They'll charge you a little bit to spin it up, but you know what I'm saying? Other than that, it's like a couple dollars, you know what I'm saying? A month. Think about that. That ain't, I mean, it ain't nothing. I've had servers sitting up here and I wasn't really doing anything with, which I'm basically giving them money or giving them free money. And it was like less than $1 for the month or something like that to run one of these little small micro servers. You know what I'm saying? And just to show you what it got one CPU, 25 gigabits of storage, 1 gig, and it's all shared. I'm sure this is all shared. So that CPU is being used by other people as well. And it just kind of, you know, uses it. I mean, that's all these cloud providers. But anyway, let's go on and put in a root password for it. And I like Linode because it's easy, it's quick and easy to set up. And I know they all like that, you know what I'm saying? But this is like super quick, man. And also, and I'll show you guys that right fast. And I ain't trying to advertise, you know, the company or whatever. Y'all go check it out if y'all want to. But just to show you right fast, they have what they call a marketplace where they have like apps. So let's say you need to spin up something like super quick with a whole bunch of settings already on it. You know what I'm saying? Then you can go ahead and select a server. Like let's say you want to set up a web server right fast. Super easy. All you gotta do is click create Linode. Select your options down here at the bottom because it opens up the options at the bottom for you. And you just go through and put in the information that they require, like for instance, email address, admin user account, you know, MySQL, root password, database passwords, you know, the WordPress site name if you want to. It even, you know, installs WordPress for you. And pretty much I look at this as like one of those automation tools. I can't think of what it is, but it's basically it'll set up the server, install all the packages for you, and then, you know, boom, you good to go. All you gotta do is log in with the passwords that you know, put in here, and that's basically automation. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what you guys saying right fast. Shaka Nulu, what's up, man? What's up? Oh man, Prophet of Thought series. What's happening? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm glad to see you, man. Shout out to you guys. Says excellent job. Oh, he said peace, brother. KIT. Yeah, definitely peace to you too, brother. Teapot. I definitely appreciate it. Let me see. Jelano Boutique says excellent job, bro. I enjoyed your basics Linux commands video. Oh, appreciate it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I did all that stuff to try to help people because I was learning it at the time as well. You know, I was familiar with it, but I was still going through and I was learning as I was doing it as well. So definitely appreciate it. And like I said, Shaka Nulu, yeah, safe travels on the way back. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have to link up again, bro, out here in Vegas. So it's one of my Vegas brethren right there. Brother Michael, he says your Linux beginners video helping me. Oh man, I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah. And it is dope, man. Like that video I put out there, I released out there, you know, it got picked up by Free Code Count. I think it's got like 100,000 views on it. You know what I'm saying? And that really tripped me out. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this server should be done. I know it's kind of small, but let's go on and click on it right fast. I believe this is it right here. 3.5, yeah, that's the right one. And right now, all it's got is a root password. You know, it don't have any users. So I'm gonna switch over to the. Let's see if we can bring up the terminal right fast. But pretty much, just before I leave this page or whatever, I know this is kind of small, but these are basically the IP addresses. You just grab the IP address, and if you know how to SSH, if you got PuTTY on your Windows computer, if you want to use that, or if you're in a Linux environment or a Mac OS environment, you can SSH into the server. SSH is on Mac OS as well. Most people don't know that, but and if it's not, you can install it. Just open up the terminal, just like in Linux, install SSH, and then you can SSH into your Linux server in the cloud. So let's go through that right fast. And then there are some things you want to do to harden the server, especially if you're doing something like this or putting something up here permanently, and it has like information on there that you don't want to, put out there or whatever, or you don't want it to get hacked or anything or taken over, because Linux isn't invincible. You have to do some things to make it, secure as possible. You know what I'm saying? So, but let's hop over to the terminal and let's see if we got something going. Let me see. 1 second, guys. I got to get this thing going. But like I said, shout out to everybody that's coming. Oh man, they got a lot of people coming through, man. What's up, Chaos Rain? What's good, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you, man. I'm just doing a little late night Linux, playing around, setting up servers and stuff like that. So, see if I can find this a terminal. There we go. All right, cool. All right, cool. So let's go down and transition over and SSH into our, and actually let's paste the whole command. Boom. And all you gotta do is type in, your password that you set up when you first set up the Linode or whatever. And there you go. So we logged into our server. So first thing I like to do is update it. I think through their provisioning process over here at Linode, they update the systems for you too when you install them or set them up, or maybe not. I can't remember. And like I said, this ain't no advertisement, man. I mean, do it. Use whatever cloud platform y'all use. I make videos over there, so that's the advertisement for them over there. Cause I don't get paid to advertise, on my own channel. You know what I'm saying? So, but I just use that because they the easiest to set up right fast. Hold on, I got a call again. Oh no. All right, cool. Yeah, like I say, you ain't gotta stick around. You know what I'm saying? You know, stay around if you want to, bro. I'm just, like I said, I'm finna walk through setting up this VPN server. It might be boring to some people. Um, you know what I'm saying? It's not it's not that entertaining. I'll try to make it as entertaining as possible. Um, but I'm also not that funny. So you know what I'm saying? I'm not that much of an entertaining type of person, so to speak. You know, I'm more serious when it comes to certain things. Um, so all right, so we got this server updated. Um, and actually, one thing I like to do is I always reboot after updating, depending on what the updates are. But since this is a new server, I want to go on it and reboot it. So the way you reboot is sudo. You could do sudo reboot. Well, actually, you don't have to because it's we're in a root account. So reboot, and so it'll disconnect. You'll see it disconnect, and it'll reboot the server. So wonder why it's going so slow. Yeah. Let me see if it goes down on that side. Am I frozen over here? Actually, let's reboot it over here. Oh, it says it's busy. All right, let's hit cancel. All right. Wonder why it's busy. I never had one of them do this, and it's stuck in the terminal like this. This is weird. I ain't never seen it do this. I ain't never had no issues like this. Hold on, let's go back over there. I'm gonna just knock it down. It's like I said, ain't nothing on it. So one of my terminals just frozen. But as you can see, it says it's reboot now. Up here, well, you probably can't see that because it's so small, but it's rebooting. Um, so let's switch back over to the terminal. Boom, and let's just see if we can kill this some kind of way. And it doesn't look like we can. Yeah, we can't kill it right now. I don't know what happened with this terminal. Hold on, let's open up another one, switch it over to that one. And let's transition back over. Let's go to this terminal. Switch it to the other one. Boom. Boom, new terminal. So we good to go. All right, and I'm gonna just kill this one. See, close window. I might have been doing something over there, running a script well, I don't know what I was doing over there. But anyway, it's back up. So should be able to SSH. Oh, I still got it copied. Boom. Because I definitely don't remember the IP address off the top of my head. And I probably should play some music or something. And let me see what y'all saying in the chat. You say you load up. What you mean, Chaos Rain? You load up? Yeah, I don't know what that mean, bro. You loaded? Loaded? No, I ain't loaded. That's what you saying? No, I don't do that. I don't do. I don't know what you saying, bro. Let me not speculate. You load up. I don't know what you mean, bro. What you saying, Chaos? Go on and say what you saying, man. I don't know what you talking about, bro. But anyway, let's switch over. Actually, nah, we back at the terminal. So we back in the server. Updates are done. So one of the things I like to do is create, let's see, create a user account. I typically do that every single time. So I'm gonna create a user account. And just give me 1 second. Interview. All right, let's get back over here and create our user account. And the command is simply add user and then Josh, whatever you want to name it. Boom. So that'll go through and add it. And now let's go down and let me see. I'm trying to remember how to add them to the user or to the sudo. Oh, user mod. Oh, and I forgot. It's asking me for the password. I forgot. So let's type in our password for our account. And then, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, enter. And yes, all that information is correct. And then user mod dash a capital G, and then add it to the sudo group, Josh. And press enter. And that should give us sudo privileges. You know what I'm saying? And then we can actually exit out. Let's exit out of the server, and then let's go back into it using our account, which is Josh. And one thing you guys didn't know, if you guys didn't know this, when you SSH into something, the typical command is you have to put the username and the password. But if you have the same username on the system that you SSH in from, it'll use that name, but it will reference that account that's on the server. So let's press enter. See how it automatically pulled up the IP address. Josh at that IP address. That means that that account is there and it's the same as our local account. So it'll automatically put that information in there, so you ain't gotta worry about it. Let me see. And see a couple people still here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got into it, yet. All right, so let's hop over and start the process. And like I said, I haven't done this in a while, so I'm kind of looking at some information that I bookmarked a long time ago when I did this. So I'm gonna just wing it, see what happens. So one of the first things you want to do is update, which we just updated the server so we can, install it right away. But it's 2 packages that you need to install. I know for OpenVPN, OpenVPN package, and then the Easy RSA package. So let's go on and install that right fast. So OpenVPN, and I gotta spell it right? OpenVPN. Let's see. And then Easy RSA. I believe that's a package name. Yep. So let's go on, open that up. Install that right fast. Boom. Boom. That's cool. So we good to go. We had that installed. Let's see. Let's check the services. So system CTL status. Does it because I don't know if it automatically installs the VPN services, and it's open. Probably open VPN service. Yep, that's what it's called. Okay. Boom. And it says it's loaded. Okay. But it is enabled, so we can't actually start it if we want to. I guess that's the OpenVPN server, right? No, I don't know, bro. I may be wrong on that. But let's see. So I think one of the next things we need to do, we can create a folder to hold our keys or whatever. And typically what I remember from one of the tutorials I used in the past, basically make a directory under your home directory. So make, and then we want to put it under our home directory. So easy RSA, we can name it easy RSA. Boom, good to go. Okay, and hold on, am I still live? Look like it's frozen. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. Well, no, OBS is. Hey, put one in the chat if you can hear me, anybody, if you can. Oh yeah, I see it. It's working. Never mind. It had froze up. OBS had froze up on my end, so it's super weird. All right, so let's so let's link that directory we just created. Let's link it to the location that's stored in the user share. So, and I copied that command right fast, but it's basically the alien command -s, and then there is a easy RSA directory there. So basically whatever's there, link it into here. So that's essentially what that command did. So also let's make sure, and I'm sure we have ownership of that directory, so we're good to go. But one thing you want to do, and it says in the documentation that I'm looking at, to just check and make sure you have the ownership, which we could easily do this. So ls-la, and I will list out that directory, and we'll see that we have ownership. So Josh has ownership of that actual folder, the easy RSA folder. Boom. Now let's go down and change the permissions. And basically what you want to do is remove all the permissions for the group, as well as the world, which is right here. So world, and then the group is right here. And just make sure you don't touch your ownership of the file, and you'll lose access to it. So we just type ch own, and then 700. So 700, and then we could do, home directory or tilde, and then easy RSA. And let's back that off. And since we in our, since we run that ch own under our user account, ch own, you have to run using sudo. So cool, good to go. And actually, let's look at it right fast. Let's see what let's look at the permissions again, because I wanna make sure it did it right. And it looks like it didn't. Hold on. Did I have to use sudo? Hold on. Let's see. Let's go back in here. Let's change the. Oh, I did own chmod. Crap. So, ooh. So let me fix that. I'm messing up. See, that's why I don't do videos on the fly like this, because I always mess up. Um, so let's change the ownership back to Josh. And I'm glad I looked at that. So I own the file and I'm tripping. It's chmod. So surprised you guys ain't checking catch it in the chat. Be like, Josh, you messing up, man. Messing up, dog. So chmod and then 700, and that'll change those permissions. And then if we go ls-la, there we go. So I did it right this time. So bam, there we go. So as you can see, it took away the permissions for the group as well as the world, but we have full permissions as Josh. So we're good to go. Yeah, I was about to mess up right there. Which I could have just deleted the folder and then recreated it, but yeah. Cool. Oh yeah, appreciate it you guys for letting me know. Yeah, I was for some reason OBS had froze up, but and it looked like it wasn't live anymore, but it's live. Would you say VPNs are almost virtually useless? Uh uh I don't know. Well, they're useless if it's not a whole bunch of traffic. You know what I'm saying? Or Um, and what I mean by a lot of traffic is a lot of traffic going through that VPN. You know what I'm saying? And if you're trying to hide what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? If it's a lot of traffic going through there, that's a good thing. That's why they always talk about VPNs or whatever. As far as like, hiding what you're doing, especially if you combine that with the Tor network as well as the Tor browser and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? If it's a popular VPN, and if it's uses Bitcoin for payment or some type of anonymous payment, you don't have to register and all that stuff, then yeah, it's not useless, at that point. But it is kind of useless, at the end of it. And I'm confusing the hell out of myself by what I just said. Basically, what I'm saying is it's not useless if you're using um, one that doesn't log, and if you combine it with the Tor browser, Tor network, and all that stuff, then it's not so useless at that point. That makes sense. Yeah. And so also, VPNs are not useless for businesses. It's still like one of the best ways. I mean, if you think about it, a lot of people are working remote. That's the best way to secure your traffic. You know what I'm saying? It's through a VPN. That's what most companies do. Use VPNs are not useless in that sense. So that's what I would say. Pandemic had companies struggling to get VPN ports for business use. Oh, for real? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. And what you mean by ports? That's that's confusing. What you mean by ports? Um, if you wanna say it, Professor Black Ops. And if you want to come up, bro, I drop you a link right fast if you want to come up and talk about that. You know what I'm saying? But let me try to get this. Let me try to get this. Just let me know in the chat, bro, and I send you I email you the link, or create another meeting right fast and bring you up. You know what I'm saying? And we can talk about that if you want to. And I know we're supposed to be talking tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? But oh, and you said, hold on, the True Light says I was using Malvad. And see, that's the thing. I still use VPNs. And I probably shouldn't talk about, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I use it so my internet don't get blocked. Let me just say that. And I'm sure you know what I mean. Like I get a couple movies every now and then. Let me just say I get I get a couple movies every now and then, you know what I'm saying? So I have a VPN for that purpose. So I don't get, you know, in trouble, because I've seen people get those letters. Somebody actually shared one of the letters that you get from, you know, Paramount or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Where they ran into some issues by downloading stuff, you know what I'm saying? So not useless for me. I use it at work when work is slow so I can connect to my home lab. Yeah. And see, that's the thing. What I do is, see, I never really had the need for a VPN when it came to that, veteran. What I did, since I always had Linux servers, I would connect to my servers using SSH. You know what I'm saying? So I'll SSH into my server at the house, my home lab, and I can go throughout my whole network using SSH. And SSH is encrypted as well. You know, it's an encrypted connection. It's a tunnel and everything, just like a VPN. It's an encrypted tunnel. Uses some type of algorithm, but it encrypts the traffic, between your connection and your home network. So um, the people at your work can't even see what you're doing. I used to run music through it. You know what I'm saying? And listen to music through it. I can't remember how I did it, but oh yeah, and I'm gonna send you the link, bro. I'm gonna send you the link. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, especially since I'm kind of fumbling this VPN. Like I said, I ain't done this in a while, man. Let me go on and add you guys, or bring you up, Professor Black Ops. I'm gonna send you an email right fast. So let's go calendar, boom. Or actually meets, and then I can just invite you. I can create a quick meeting right fast. Start an instant meeting. Boom. And then add others. And let's see if we can find you. Oh man, I'm using my personal account, so let's kill this meeting. In this call for everyone. Yeah, because I can't use that account because I'll turn the home screen. It'll kill it at an hour if I use that account, because I pay for the Google Meets, whatever, the Google business account or whatever it is. Start instant meeting. There we go. All right, so add others. Boom, there you go. So you should see an email, Professor Black Ops, with the link in there. Cool. Man, you hanging out and showing us how to build a VPN in the cloud. I think you're allowed to fumble around, bro. Yeah. I appreciate it. Yeah. He says for downloading. Yeah. That's the only reason I use a VPN nowadays. Oh, yeah, Mike says Spectrum cut me off until I acknowledged the infraction. Yes, man, I didn't seen that happen to people, and I don't want to get caught up, so I'll just go down and pay for a VPN, and you can actually set one of these up, and on your own, and this will get you around your ISP as well. So, hey, hold on 1 second, Professor Black Ops. Let me get this thing right, cause I gotta add you in. I'm gonna go down and put it on the interview portion, cause ain't nobody gonna be able to see you or hear you. Hold on. Boom. And that's that's crazy. I ain't think he was gonna come up, because we linking up tomorrow. So
Oh man, I ain't got nothing else to do. You married with kids. I'm single. Don't nobody want me, so we can do it today and tomorrow.
yeah,
So I'm good. So I'm
that's what's
cool.
up.
So you
Yeah,
can drop a little knowledge to him today. So now it's all good.
for sure.
It's
All right,
all
let's see if I
good.
can find you. There you go. All right, cool. So let's Everybody can hear you now. They should be able to hear you now, so you good to
All
go.
right, check one. Everybody can hear me.
Yep.
Can everybody hear me? Like I said, put one in the chat. But real quick, when you business, especially Cisco and Juniper,
Mm-hmm.
uh, when you actually put the phone line RJ45 in the port, you VPN from my house through my ISP to the company. Like you said, I don't want the ISP looking at my business work because I do a lot of IRS and
Mm-hmm.
um, confidential work. So, like you said, I'm getting a VPN tunnel from my laptop through the ISP that they can't see directly to the large state agency I work for.
Okay.
But since that's a VPN tunnel and it stays connected, each person's got to have an individual port when they're working directly to it. So
Mm-hmm.
usually before the pandemic, you might have 5,000 people working from home, 2 or 3. At the pandemic, I worked for a large state. We had 30,000 people work from home, so they had to buy a shitload of new hardware. Man, they were
Yeah.
struggling. I seen guys coming in with racks on their heads because you
Mm-hmm.
see the Cisco parts with RJ45. So they had to have each individual port for a person working from home. If you're doing a full VPN tunnel, they got something called split tunneling, where when you first connect it, that gets your connection. That makes sure I'm using company equipment because
Mm-hmm.
part of that, Active Directory is the domain. They make sure I can only use company equipment that's connected through that VPN. It's called NAC. So there's a lot of stuff you do through that VPN tunnel to make sure you use an agency on equipment. It checks to make sure what version of Windows you're using or Linux you're using to make sure that's up to date. Called NAC. So all that needs individual ports. So companies had to buy twice as much equipment because everybody was working from home.
Okay.
So that's why from a VPN tunnel, like you could do software VPN tunnel. If you're doing Cisco, you can actually do hardware to hardware VPN, and that's actually a little more secure. So that's why you needed that extra hardware.
Okay, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
So
So the individual companies
yeah,
needed to update their hardware because
they were scrambling.
yeah, and I remember that, man. Like they was like when the pandemic happened, at least at my job, there was a
Mhm.
lot of people, having issues connecting via the VPN because they wasn't ready for it.
Right. They wasn't ready for
They
because, like
wasn't
I
ready
said,
for that influx of
right,
traffic, yeah,
right, because
and
10% of the
connections.
people or 5% of people work home. You had everybody working from home, so it was crazy.
Yeah.
They struggled where I worked for about 6 weeks because they were ordering. The problem was it was hard to get hardware because everybody was ordering at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like you said, after a while, everybody got it set up. Now nobody want to go back to work. Yeah,
Yeah.
we working good from home. So
Mm-hmm.
I had to go back to work though, so it was all good. So.
Yeah. I got you. I got you. Yeah, man. So what we gonna do tomorrow, man, is just basically talk about basically what you covering over there,
Okay,
in
that's
your
perfect.
classes and everything, and we can, just talk a little bit about AWS. And that's why I didn't wanna, cause I got an AWS account. I could have set up a, whatever is I don't really use it. So I to be honest, I don't even know how to use it. I haven't
No,
even
it's
spun up anything over there yet. What they call it, a bucket? I don't know,
yeah,
man.
they got S3 buckets. They got everything. EC2,
Yeah,
virtual machine.
EC2s. Yeah, the
Yeah,
virtual
you can do
machines.
a
Yeah,
S3 bucket, EC2. They're on the EC2. You can set up Windows, Linux, Amazon Linux. So
yeah.
that's what I'm going to start doing. So we can actually start going through and spinning up stuff like that. And actually, like you said, is Google got a VPN? AWS just got their own VPN service. So
Okay.
you can spin up their own VPN service and
Mm-hmm.
use their VPN client. So you don't have to set it up. You can just spin it all up in the cloud.
Okay.
Especially if you were in their cloud, you can use their VPN service. And they got a VPN client that you put on your laptop, calling
Mm-hmm.
their VPN service.
See,
Then,
they all finna monopolize that market
oh
too.
yeah,
Kill all them other small
yeah,
companies.
yeah, and they pretty much give it to you dirt cheap. And the way they do it too,
Mm-hmm.
it works with their networking. So when I VPN, I can say I can only when I VPN, I can get to the database subnets. And if
Okay.
you're in this certain VPN group, you can get to the database subnets or the web server subnets. So you use VPN with their VPC security, and you
Mm-hmm.
super locked down. So when you log on and you're an admin, whatever you admin, and I could put you just on that subnet like you're DBA, you get to the database. You're a web
Mm-hmm.
server, You VPN, it says you on this group, you can only see these assets on this subnet. So they
Okay.
kind
And
of so you
and
can lock it all down.
and the crazy part about it, a lot of these companies that gonna put out business use AWS and Google and all these to run their servers
Right. The weird
that they
thing is
providing VPN service through. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you good. The weird thing is that's why Azure got a lot of businesses. AWS is in a lot of different businesses. A lot of people said, I don't want to subscribe to your AWS, and we in the same business. Like
Hmm.
Netflix, they got Amazon Prime Video,
Yep.
right? They got a lot of stuff. They bought a grocery store, Amazon on Whole Foods, man. They
Yeah.
own a lot of stuff. And the thing I just did when I did one on Elon Musk, and he's got that Starlink satellite. Amazon starts shoots up their satellites at the end of this year. They trying to do their low orbiting
Wow.
satellites to be like Starlink of like Elon Musk doing. Man, they're in
Hmm.
a lot of different businesses.
Wow. Yeah, and I just read an article the other day. I was planning on just covering it, talking about something, and I don't know if it was BS because I just kind of skimmed over it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they were saying something about Ukraine,
Oh no,
Elon Musk.
I
I
did a
mean,
video on that.
oh
I did
that
a video on that. Now,
okay,
I was upset. I said it just. I was pumping Kanye. Does Elon Musk have too much power? Long story short, Russia took out Ukraine's internet.
yeah,
Elon Musk got those
Starlink,
Star
yeah,
satellites. They didn't ask the United States government. They didn't ask Congress. They didn't ask the president. They tweeted Elon Musk and was like, "Hey, can we use your to get internet back on?"
wow,
So my thing is, okay, is that what my thing is? What if Elon Musk said no? I mean,
mm-hmm,
so I said so. No, I did that because I showed how Russia took down their internet. Then
okay,
Elon Musk, we talked about the low level satellite. Then I came up when Amazon's going to shoot theirs up at the end of this year.
mm-hmm,
No, that wouldn't BS. That's true. They
okay,
tweeted. No,
okay.
that's
Like
true,
I
man.
remember
So
seeing an article, yeah, and I do think I remember seeing you had put a video up about it, or I seen
yeah.
the thumbnail. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
I got to do
saying?
better on my titles. I should have made it more,
Nah,
sensational.
you good, you good.
Elon Musk takes over the world now, but
Yeah.
but he said, "No, I'll give it to you because they calling him out. You putting men on Mars? Can you help
Hmm.
Ukraine?" I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
but now he told him it was good, and they showed him getting the because it just looks like those little satellites you put on people's house to get cable.
Hmm.
So they're gonna put those on their military businesses so they can get that low level internet connection because
Yeah.
Russia shut all that down.
Yeah. Yeah. And the president's still over there stunting. The
Oh man,
Ukraine president, he's still rolling around talking about
yeah,
we,
he.
because a lot of times the president will flee. He's actually
Oh
still over there in the middle of it.
yeah,
I know he's
if he get
protected.
yeah, but I gotta be careful. He can get deleted on accident, man. They
Oh
got
yeah.
snipers over there.
Oh
You
yeah.
gotta be careful, man. Trying to be the man,
Hmm.
but they love it. He getting that press. The weird thing though is my boss is in that same. We were talking about it. Is Ukraine actually had a volunteer IT group to attack Russia. That
Okay.
they're asking for volunteers and they're coming to attack Russia. And Anonymous is one of the biggest hacker groups.
Yeah.
They're on Ukraine's side and attacking Russia. But we're like, okay, are they under anybody's leadership or they just kind
Hmm.
of doing their own thing? How does that work, man?
Oh man.
So we were breaking that up at work. I'm like, okay, so that's kind of unprecedented. You got a hacktivist organization taking sides against a first world power and is
Hmm.
going to try to beat them up on the internet. I'm like, okay, that's never happened before. So what?
Hmm.
People are sizing up. So now is the United States attacking from the behind, and we acting like we're anonymous, right? Israel's
Yeah.
a power, and so is Israel helping us? Is
Hmm.
China going to size up with Russia because their surveillance is top notch? So
Yeah.
so we trying to figure out what's going on from especially a cyber war perspective. We choosing sides like we playing a pickup basketball game, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like I don't really know what to think about this war, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. I was in somebody else's chat and I was just kind of a little worried. I'm like, right now we playing it like a video game, man. This is people
Yeah.
lives. People get hurt in war. This ain't a
Yeah,
video
this ain't
game.
no game. Yeah.
Right. So you got anonymous in there. They running like a video game. Now you got drones. I'm like, man, war is dirty, man. You can't make this like no video game.
Hmm.
So I'm a little concerned
And
about
then the
that.
whole
Like,
social media involved with it too.
oh my god. Yeah, that's been involved though, because they got disinformation, misinformation.
Hmm.
It's a hybrid warfare.
Yeah.
They making people do a run on a bank in Ukraine to try to lose confidence in the government.
Wow.
So it's yeah, like you said, it's kind of like unprecedented.
Okay.
Because usually, you go in, you do a little reconnaissance on cyber, maybe send a jump drones on. They fighting whole parts of war on the internet. They taking down companies, taking down power grids, taking down internet, right? As a precursor before you put the boots on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, and
So
right now
yeah,
they had like one of the nuclear plants, right?
right. So yeah, they're trying to figure out. So to Anonymous, right? They're a hacktivist organization, right?
Hmm.
So will they do something to hurt the Russian people, or is that off limits? Right. So, but
Yeah.
Russia gonna take a whole block out. But as
Hmm.
a hacking organization, can I attack Russia's nuclear power plant and have collateral damage? I mean that's a whole different field, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
So, so we were debating is okay, how far can Anonymous go? Do they have strings that Russia doesn't have? Because Russia doing bombs, and did you see they were doing those illegal bombs?
Yeah, I heard they was doing something like that.
Yeah, I guess they put like gas and fumes in the air. Then when the
Hmm.
bomb hits, it blows up its target, but then it ignites like a block of flame. So if you're in there, it collapses your lungs and burns everything up around it.
Oh,
They,
that's not illegal.
it was by not NATO, but one of the which we in war, but they said
We
that
use
that was
that.
illegal. They said it was an illegal weapon. You could use
No,
it.
we use that. The army use that. They have it's called incendiary rounds.
Yeah, but
Incendiary.
if you Google
They're
that, the
white
who's ever in
phosphorus.
charge, yeah. But if you Google that, who's ever in charge
Hmm.
of weapons, but you in war, you can't tell me what to use. But they
Yeah.
said that was a legal weapon.
Okay. No, but I know we use that type of stuff, and it's and the only reason I know because I was an ammo guy, ammo dog
Mm,
in the army, and so I had to go to school and learn about all these different ammunition that we have. So, like when it comes to mortar rounds, they got
mm-hmm,
incendiary mortar rounds. They have white phosphorus in it, and when it
mm-hmm.
explodes, it catches a fire, and if you
Right.
throw water on it, it makes it even burn hotter. It's
That was
it's crazy. Yeah, you can't put it out. You know what I'm saying? The water makes it, you know, burn even hotter. So it's crazy. I know we
yeah.
got
I
that
was.
stuff though, but I don't know. Maybe if that's some new technology they're using, if it is something illegal, then yeah, I
I don't
agree
know.
with
I
you.
forgot who it was. One of them embassies from
Hmm.
Switzerland and said those were illegal rounds. And I'm like, dude, we in war. You can't say that's illegal. But yeah, they said they were using that in
Oh, somebody said Willie Pete rounds. Yeah, I don't know what that
okay.
is, man.
I don't know. Like I said, I was looking up something and they were talking about it because I never seen it. Like I said, I googled it. I was like, oh, that's ugly, man. If you get caught in the fumes of that, and you're in the
Hmm.
wrong place at the wrong time, you're gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
toast.
yeah, and Willie Pete. Yeah, I just looked it up. That basically is I guess a term for the white
That type.
phosphorus munitions, which is exactly
Yeah,
what I'm talking about. That stuff burns hot, and
it's literally
I know
just
we have it. Maybe it's not, we can't use it. I mean, it ain't nothing hidden. You know what I'm saying?
nah facts.
You can go pull up the ammunition regulation, not regulation, but you could pull up the ammunition that we have. Uh, as far as like what we use, like how you can look up the ammunition that different armies use. It's all on
Yeah.
Wikipedia. So I'm not saying
Oh,
anything
no, I'm
that I'm
with you.
not supposed to, but it's yeah, it's called white
I just looked.
phosphorus.
I just looked it up. It says Russia Ukraine war. What are thermobaric weapons, and why should they be banned? They call it thermobaric weapons.
Okay.
And when you read about it, kind of said kind of what you said, it kind of catches all that shit on fire.
Mm-hmm.
So
And water, you can't stop it with water. Water makes it even worse, from what I heard.
yeah, because it's funny because I was studying for my CISP, and there's 6 type of fires, and one of those are metal fires, kind of what that is burning at. And like you said, you can't put water on it; you got to put like a powder on it
Yeah.
to put it out, man. I was like, like I said, it's just so much stuff going on out here, man. There's just so much stuff going
Mm-hmm.
on out here.
Yeah, it's crazy. But back to this. So let me try to knock out this
Okay.
VPN
Okay, but
right
yeah, I'm
fast
gonna
and
drop down, but let
okay.
everybody know, yeah, business, you get that VPN tunnel. It actually needs its own port for each individual because that tunnel stays static. So like you said, everybody was trying to get it. So because when you log on through your house router, that's really not secure because they're not
Yeah,
updating everything. So you want to do a VPN tunnel from your laptop or your workstation, whatever, home to your job, so nobody can
directly.
listen in or steal anything.
Yeah, which is what
Um,
most people use nowadays, especially if you got a laptop from your job.
Facts,
It comes
facts,
with
facts.
that VPN software on
Right.
there, you
Yeah.
know.
Plus, like, everybody's working at Starbucks. But come check out me and Keep It Techie tomorrow, too. We're gonna be chopping it up
Definitely.
about AWS, man. I'm gonna drop down, let you do your VPN thing,
All
man. See
right,
you
for
tomorrow.
sure, for sure. All right, see you
See you, man.
tomorrow, man. Thanks for coming
Later.
up, though. I definitely appreciate it.
No
Yeah.
problem anytime, man. I'll talk
Yep.
to you later, man.
All right. All right. Peace. All right, man. That's Professor Black Ops. If you're not subscribed to Professor Black Ops, you need to get over there because he's dropping a whole lot of fire over there to help you get into the IT field. AWS information, cybersecurity information, dope content that he puts out over there. So make sure you definitely check him out, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you subscribe to me, you should be subscribed to Professor Black Ops because he's got the cybersecurity stuff on lock. You know what I'm saying? As well as my man Gabe A. So check him out as well. But man, I appreciate it again, Professor Black Ops, for coming through. Um, and then Commandant Lou, he said just like 50 cal rounds are never used against personal. Yeah, yeah, and that's true. Well, yeah, that's true. You know, you're not supposed to use them against you know people. You know what I'm saying? Even though they kind of use it. You know what I'm saying? That's they use 50 cal for the Barrett. The Barrett 50 cal. Yeah, they be snipe. I mean, it's made. It's like an anti vehicle round. You know what I'm saying? But they do snipe with it. You know what I'm saying? So probably not supposed to, but they do snipe with that thing. Um, let me see. Let's switch back over. Nah, but I appreciate Professor Black Ops coming up, man, giving out that good information. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know, and I remember that they were running out of like not everybody could connect in the VPN. They were having like every day someone was having VPN issues where they couldn't get into it, and that's because the network was congested or the VPN connection was suggested, and they needed more hardware. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't think about that. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate that. All right. Let me quit BSing and try to get this VPN done right fast. So let's go up in here. And basically what I did up here, last thing I did was I linked all the files that are in the share to that directory that we set up. So now let's ls this directory so we can see what's in it, and that's exactly what I was finna do. So ls this directory, and they have examples in here. And so one of the things we need to open up is the vors, and actually let's create a vors. They do have an example, and let's cat it out right fast. So the vors example dot example, and I'm spelling it wrong. And why is it not coming up? Oh, that's because it's under that directory. So let's go up in that directory first, press enter, and then let's cat out the var.example. Just want to see what's in it. and basically it has some of the same information we need to put up in but let's just create one. So we're gonna create one in this directory. So let's go. We just use nano and then vars and press enter, and it's a fresh, fresh file. So let's go down and put in the algorithm, because that's essentially what you put in here. The algorithm as well as the RSA, we want to use SHA-512. So and like I said, I'm following, some other documentation that I've used in the past. And it's just simple as it just, instead of typing all this stuff in, just, but we could have used that example because it has that same information in it. It's just congested with a whole bunch of comments in it. And this kind of, gives you an idea of what to actually do. And that's essentially what we put in there. We set that. We set the digest SHA 256. All we would have had to do was uncomment that out. We could have copied this and uncomment that out. And then right here we could put the algorithm, which is EC. So done with that. Good to go. Now let's see. So we populated the vars file. Let's see. I'm trying to remember how to do the next one. Let's see. And I should have prepared for this thing a little better. But I was like, man, let me just go down and just do it and see if I can do it on the fly. And let me see. I still got 12 people here. Oh man, shout out to you guys for hanging in there. I gotta figure this out though. I'm gonna figure this out. Let's see. Configure OpenVPN. So let's see. PKI directory. So we have to create a PKI directory, I believe. All right, let's run this right fast. So easy RSA, which is what we want to run, and then initialize, and that's basically what that means. Init dash PKI, and I might have spelled that so wrong. There we go. So init PKI. That should work, and it says you created a PKI directory. So and it gives you what that PKI directory, where it is. Okay, so that was simple. It says using ESR configuration. Oh yeah, from vars we created the PKI. You may now create a CA or request. Yeah, so that'll allow us to create the actual the certificate. So now we can go in and create our certificate. And this is the thing, I forgot about this. You gotta have like a server name. If you choose a name other than, yeah, you can adjust some of the instructions. Um we could just use server. Yeah, we could just use server, so don't worry about it. But I thought you had to have like a host name for it. So common name, your username, host name, or server name. Uh, and see, that's the thing. I think I done ran into issues when I did it this way, and I didn't want to mess up. You should have a topic on why Linux is so crappy on laptops natively. How is it so crappy on laptops. I haven't had an issue on a laptop. He says they want to push desktop, but Nucleo uh, to optimize for laptops. I have a great machine and my battery. Excuse my typos. Yeah, sorry. I mean, it's all good. Says you should have a topic on why Linux is so crappy on laptops natively. I don't know, bro. I don't know if I agree with that, bro. Cause like I haven't ran into many and of course I haven't used every laptop there is out there. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I know it's a lot of people that have ran into some issues, but I don't know. I haven't had a bad experience with Linux, man. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's because I make, I don't know. I know what modifications I need to make to the operating system in order to get things to work. You know, it's like, for instance, I mean, I use Orch, and I hate those memes, man. Yes, I use Orch, by the way. But yeah, Orch is, I don't know. It seems like it's easier to set up because you can customize more things. When you stick with a distribution, it's based on, you know, how they set up that distribution. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it has the Linux kernel, but it's all based on that distribution and what packages they have in their repositories and all that stuff. Like I ain't had many issues with the laptops that I've had Linux on every laptop that I've purchased um since 2007, 2005, somewhere in there, 2005. Every laptop I've had, I ain't had no issues with it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I apologize, man. I mean, to me, it's not crappy on laptops. I don't know. That's just me. Um, Now one thing I have ran into on Linux, drivers for video cords. I've ran into a few issues with that. You know what I'm saying? But I was able to fix it. You know what I'm saying? And the problem is another thing is people get frustrated with Linux when something doesn't work, and they'll just give up on it. But a lot of times the fixes are out there for you, and you might have to research and read some stuff and figure it out. But the a lot of times the issues are out there. Like if someone has ran into that issue, just track it down, man. See if you can find out a fix for it, or the simplest thing to do, try a different distribution. If you're having problems with Ubuntu on your laptop, try uh, Zorn OS. If you're having problems with Zorn OS, try, I don't know, Mint. If you're having any, battery life. I really mean on a battery life. I got you. Mine ain't making an hour, but in Windows it lasts. Man, Ubuntu is a sucker. Fedora is a little better. Okay. Um, yeah, battery. Now, battery life. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not sure. Um, but they do have some controls in there for it. You know what I'm saying? So you can do what you can with the controls, bro. But I get what you're saying. I've ran into issues like that with the battery life not lasting, and but see, most of my laptops, I never move them. So they plugged up all the time. So it's probably a bad battery in mine anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't move around with, especially if it's a big laptop, meaning it's got like a a a, a nice processor, like an AMD processor, and a GPU in it, like kind of like a gaming computer. I leave it plugged up all the time. I use it like a desktop. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, I should just go out and get a desktop, but then I don't want to buy two screens. That's another one of my problems. I don't want to buy two screens because I like two screens, but I don't want to buy two monitors, you know, and have a big desktop sitting on the floor or something like that. And I'd rather just use the laptop screen and the and hook up one screen to it. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I have seen those battery issues on certain laptops though. Um Now, if you want to get a laptop that specifically runs Linux and that's made to run Linux and has a Linux operating system on it when you purchase it, I know Lenovo sells laptops nowadays that come with Linux on them. And I believe their choice is like Ubuntu or something like that. But at the same time, these laptops are made to run Linux on it. And it comes natively, from the seller, with Linux on it. Says I tweaked till I can't no more. LOL. It hurts, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. And that's the thing. Like I said, I use mine at almost like a desktop. So, I can't really help you there. Two screens, good point. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's the thing. If I do have to take my laptop, wherever I take it, I'm gonna plug it in. I hate to say it that way, but I don't really have a need for the battery, to be honest. I mean, unless I'm doing, and that's the thing. Um, if it's something I gotta do, um, well, let me say it this way: if I can't do it on here, you know what I'm saying, my phone. If I can't do what I need to do on my phone, you know what I'm saying, which is mobile and has a day long battery, then I'll go to my laptop. This is essentially what I use as a laptop. That's just the way, I use this as a laptop at the end of the day. Everything that I need to do while I'm walking around, I do it from my phone. Email, text messaging, all that stuff. But all the work that I do, like recording videos and all that stuff, I don't have to move my computer. You know what I'm saying? I don't never have to walk around my house with my computer, working on something. You know what I'm saying? Or um I used to go to Starbucks, but when you work IT jobs, a lot of times the company will provide you a laptop. So I just use their laptop to when I need to do something. Like if I'm at Starbucks or something working, you know what I'm saying? Then I'll just use their laptop and get on the internet or something if I need to go to Amazon because I gotta purchase something or whatever. If I don't want to use my phone. But I could do all that from my phone. Watch movies, YouTube, everything from my phone. So I would say that. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's try to get back into this thing and do it before it turns midnight here. Oh yeah, we got a ways to go, but I'm not gonna be on here that long either. I don't want you guys sitting on here while I'm trying to figure it out. If I can't figure this out in the next 30 minutes or so, then I'm gonna just call it a wrap and we'll do a part two. Because I don't really want to go for 2 hours. So, all right, let's see. So let's generate our certificates, and I'm gonna just use server as the name. And so let's and just give me 1 second. I'm switching over, man, my headphones because I wish I could play this copyrighted music for you guys, but that's one thing I do when I'm live. A lot of times I'll be listening to music, the music that I can't play to you guys, which sucks. But I understand people make the music, they got to get paid, so it is what it is. So I can't play the music or whatever. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, peace to you, Gene. It says peace, KIT. Pay taxes, Mr. Awesome. What you talking about, man? Gotta pay your taxes, huh? For sure. I tweet till I can't no more. Oh yeah, yeah, I already read that. Shout out to you. I run it as well for my local dev server at my office. Okay. All right, let's get in. So let's run the easy RSA and let's generate um see if we can get this going. And we can just name it server. That's fine. Whatever. I think it'll be fine if we name it server. I'm not sure. Yeah. Let's run with that name. So it generated the key pair. So server, and I can't remember what I did last time. So we got our private key right there. Make sure what we did. So this created the private key and the certificate request file. Yeah, so that's the request file. Um, so now we just need to copy that key, the server key, and put it in our OpenVPN location. So I'm gonna copy this, and then let's type sudo copy, and then we want to copy that key file. Boom. And then we want to put it in our etc, and that's why we had to type sudo in, because we're going into a directory that is owned by root. So open should be etc open. I think it's one word, or it's a dash. Yeah, one word. And then server, boom. And so we copying that server key over there to that location. Boom. Good to go. All right, cool. So should be good to go with that. That creates the server key. Okay. Um Now we have to sign the server certificate request. Um so let's see how you do this actually. So on the OpenVPN server as an root, use SCP another to copy the request certificate for signing. Oh, see, I didn't do that part. Certificate authority. Man, I totally forgot about that. You gotta have a certificate authority server. Crap, I don't remember how to do that. Alright, so we're not gonna finish this up tonight because I don't remember what the hell to do with this other port. So we gonna finish this up later. We gonna finish this up later, man. Let's see. I have the HP. Hold on. Let me close this right fast. Everyone in. Close that. Solo. Let's go back over here. Let me read the rest of the comments. So have a HP Spectra with high specs. I'm studying with a Windows. With it, Windows updates made me run away. I'm doing LFCS course with the Linux Foundation, so am about Linux. Okay, yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. I I actually took and failed that test, that LFCS. So make sure you study up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I took and failed that test. I was actually gonna take, like, I bought that on a whim. I bought the test. It was on sale. I didn't put in enough time to study for it, and I waited till the last minute because once you buy the test, you have a year to actually take it. And I know that's more than enough time, but I didn't I didn't have the time because it was like a new job. I started a new job. I was learning certain things at my new job, and so that first year of working that new job, I couldn't find the time to study. You know what I'm saying? I was also uh, staying with someone. You know what I'm saying, that didn't afford me the time to actually, study for this test. As in the time allotted for it. You know what I'm saying? So that first year or that year, I think you only got a year to actually take it. I scheduled it like, and I finally took it, and I think I got like right below passing. Um, and I only had like another day or so to take it, or it gave me like, yeah, I think I had like one more day to take the test. So I actually took the test twice, or it might have been like a week in between. I didn't have enough time to study it. I thought I was gonna do a better job. I studied some of the stuff that I remember from the test, but when I went and took the test, I couldn't remember how to do it, bro. I couldn't remember everything they wanted me to do. I got a higher score on that one, but I still failed it on the second time around. It's a tough test, and essentially what I'm doing, right here in this live session is what you got to do in the test. You got to make sure you remember all the different commands. Otherwise, you're going to fail it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And also, what I should have did was just went it on and used the script. There's a script to actually, and now that I think about it, that's what I've been using. I stopped doing it the hard way, and I'm talking about VPNs now. I started doing it the hard way. But there's a script out there that'll allow you to create everything for it. It'll create the VPN server, it'll create all the keys and all that stuff for you. There's a script out there. I forgot about that. So I do another live stream and we'll go through this thing using the script because I don't I don't want to figure this out. I ain't got time to figure it out, you know what I'm saying, at the moment. Or I might play around with it off stream and then come back and try to show you guys how to actually do it this way. But I know it's a script out there. It's like an easy VPN, open VPN script that'll walk you through the full process, or it'll actually go through the full process. You go in. Yep, I remember it all now. You go into this configuration file, you put all your settings in the configuration file, and then run the script, and it goes through and creates the server for you, creates the keys and all that stuff. Um, so that's what we'll do next time. And I see you, Big Pontiac, coming through. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. You said, man, I did the same thing that sells though. LOL. But sorry to hear, bro. It's sad. Everyone in the forum seemed to have failed their first try. Yeah, yeah. I failed it, man. It's all good though. It just wasn't meant to be at the time. You know what I'm saying? So, I just took the Linux Plus beta again. Oh, well, not again. I just took the Linux Plus beta, and from what I found out, you don't get the grades back until June when you took the beta, when they released the actual exam to the public. So uh, I'm still in that phase waiting on if I passed or not. I did pretty good. I knew most of the questions, but with the beta, they also threw in some of the new stuff they were going to include in the new version of the Linux Plus exam. So, and there's no study material out there for that. I mean, you basically have to go off of what you know from the previous Linux Plus exam. So, whatever. Hopefully, I fail. I mean, hopefully, I pass, not fail. Hopefully, I pass. You know what I'm saying? And I'll let you guys know that. And then I'm gonna try to go back and take that LFCS, bro, because um I don't know. I just gotta pass it now that I failed it, twice, or I failed it, that one time or whatever. It just motivates me to want to freaking pass it. You know what I'm saying? And I have a lot more time to study. And actually, I'm studying for Cloud Plus now. I'm gonna take that pretty soon, and that's what I was gonna talk with Professor Black Ops about. I'm about to take the Cloud Plus exam, and I've been studying for that. And that's another reason I wanted to play around in the cloud with this, um, just to take that exam and have a little bit more understanding of that as well. But shout out to all you guys that came out. I definitely appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could have got this VPN server up and running for you guys. I know it's a script out there. I'm gonna just do it the easy way next time if I can't figure out how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Uh yeah, we'll knock it out another time, man. I apologize, but at least you guys know about Linode now. Y'all can check out Linode, set up your servers. Set up your own little servers up there. But shout out to everybody that donated to the channel. If you just got here, go down and hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? If you still here, just go down and hit the like button when you leave. And if you ain't like what you saw, I know I didn't complete what I started out to complete, but um if you don't like it, whatever. But I did my best in the time I had. I'm just playing. But shout out to all you guys that came through, man. I definitely appreciate it. And it was cool to hang out with you guys. And actually, when I get off of the stream, I'm finna figure out what I did wrong and how to actually finish this thing. And I'll probably post a video up talking about it or something. I don't know. But shout out to all you guys. Hope you guys had a productive week. I hope you guys have a excellent weekend. You know, take some time off. Load, but take a load off or whatever. But you guys already know what it is. But keep it techie.